Tomorrow's workout might be the most important workout of the week, but before I get to that, I'm going to give you some updates on stuff happening around the gym before I go out of the country for a few days. So, first of all, update on Committed Club. This is for the current month of September. Our current standings as of today, Tuesday, September 23rd. There are some people who are already at 16 classes. Committed Club is if you get 16 or more classes in the month, you're in Committed Club, and just over time, and this is not just us, but CrossFit methodology in general, the way to get results is to go to class, to work out 4 or more times per week, 4 to 6 times per week. So averaging 4 days a week is going to get you to 16 check-ins in the month. Actually, it could be slightly less than 4 check-ins per week, but you get the idea. So we want to encourage consistency in hitting that so that you guys get the results you want. We want to help you. And if you are within 6, you can still make it. There's 6 days left in the month. And actually, even if you're not, you can schedule an athlete check-in and do an in-body scan and talk with a coach about your goals. This is something that people who see results do regularly. So if you're not seeing results, you feel stuck, you've plateaued, schedule a check-in and talk with the coach about it. And it makes you accountable because you're saying out loud what's going on, and the coach can help you with how to move forward. The other way would be to do like a 2 a day, and I know there are people who do that. If they travel a lot for work, they might come in and do 2 classes in one day. That's not recommended, but we allow it because I would rather you come in and get some check-ins if you've been gone than not hit Committed Club. So it is a little bit of a loophole, but if you need to do a 2 a day to hit Committed Club, we will allow it. Just if you do that, don't do the exact same workout twice. Do the workout, hit it with intensity for your first class. And then when you come in again, or if you stay for a second class, just like dial back the intensity, change the movements a little bit, or, just sub out a machine for something altogether. And if you get those 16 check-ins, this is the sticker for the month. Eat meats, vegetables, nuts and seeds, some fruit, little starch, and no sugar. This is the nutrition prescription for CrossFit. Actually, it continues on in quantities that support exercise and not excess body fat. And it's the first sentence in the World Class Fitness in 100 Words that Greg Glassman put out, 10, 15 years ago, that encapsulates like how to achieve world-class fitness. And after that first sentence about nutrition, it continues on with things about movement and training. But it is worth noting that from the beginning, the foundation of your fitness and the foundation of the CrossFit methodology is healthy eating habits, and people who change the way they eat, not perfection but consistency, are the ones who see long-term results. Speaking of which, the Real Food Reset is going really well. Excited to share the progress those folks are making with you all. If you missed the Real Food Reset this time, we'll do it again in February, so keep your eye out for that. Okay, October. The challenge for October is a Choose Your Skill challenge. If you have just joined the gym and you've been here, only 2-3 months, we actually took a break from the monthly challenges, but this is something we've done periodically as a monthly challenge, focusing on just something. Sometimes it's like a water habit, or we've done just a pull-up challenge or just a push-up challenge and some other things. But in October, we're going to do a Choose Your Skill challenge. We took a break for a few months because of summer and then the Real Food Reset, but these are gymnastic skills, and the reason why we chose these is because they tend to be skills that, well, number one, they're important for your fitness, and they're fun to achieve. They're good goals to shoot for, but also they tend to show up in the open, and they can be limiting factors in the CrossFit Games Open, which is coming up at the end of February. Never too early to start focusing in on a weakness that might be a limiting factor for you. So take a look at this list: pull-ups, toes to bar, muscle-ups, handstand push-ups, handstand walk, wall walks, double unders, crossovers, mixed jump rope skills. Some of these are they're definitely going to be in the open. Pull-ups and chest to bar pull-ups are always in the open. Typically it's chest to bar pull-ups. Toes to bar, muscle-ups of some sort are typically in the open. Handstand push-ups haven't been in a while, but neither have handstand walks, but wall walks have been. Double unders for sure. Crossovers, you never know. It was in the games. They could throw it in there. Mixed skills just means being able to change between like double unders, crossovers, single unders, run in place, side to side, without stopping. Which probably won't be in the open, but it'll make you better at jump rope and overall coordination and conditioning and accuracy and all that kind of stuff. So think about what you want to work on, and we will have extra opportunities to work on these in class in October via 5-minute EMOMs. So it'll just be like a quick end of class 5-minute EMOM. Coach is going to start the clock, and you should already have an idea of like, this is the skill I'm going to work on, and we're going to send out a PDF with specific progressions that you could do during those 5-minute EMOMs depending on where you are, to be on the lookout for that. Okay, kids and youth classes start October 13th, so if you have a child or know someone with a child, 6 to 9 for the kids class or 10 and up for youth, send them this way. We don't just, it's not babysitting with burpees, it's actually teaching them technique and confidence in the gym so that they build a healthy habit of prioritizing their health and their fitness for the rest of their lives. And we make it fun so that they want to come back. 5-year anniversary party, November 8th, 6:30 p.m. Put that on your calendar. It's always a good time. Hand out awards, have a meal together. It's at the gym. And here's what I mentioned at the very beginning. So tomorrow's workout might be the most important workout of the week. It's a heavy day. Heavy days are days when we do just a lift, typically. So squats, press, deadlift, clean, snatch. And it's for load, not for time. So the goal is to lift as heavy as you can with good mechanics, and not to go fast or for a bunch of reps. And why I said it might be the most important day is because, every single day in here, there's an intention for the workout. Like, sometimes it's multiple things, like we're trying to increase your metabolic conditioning and your muscular stamina, or we're working on coordination with a higher skill movement and top end strength with a heavier, Olympic lift, etc. If with heavy days, the intention is to increase the top end of your absolute strength, which is your base for everything else. Okay, and if we don't do these days where we take plenty of rest between lifts and allow you to actually push that threshold of what your top end strength is, then you're going to blunt your progress. The lifting in mixed modality workouts, metcons, is going to be harder. Your technique won't be as solid. If you can build good technique at really heavy weights, it'll be easier at the moderate weights. So there's a lot of neurological adaptations, and it just prepares your joints and tendons and muscles to handle the intensity in the typical metcon. And sometimes, at this gym, for the most part, people, I think, like heavy days and they get the importance of it. But sometimes, like, if you come from a gym or a training methodology that's more like, 45 minutes of go, this piece every single day, it can be a little bit like, whoa, like, this is it. But just more volume does not necessarily equal more results. And what I mean by that is, when you add in more volume, it can actually reduce the intensity you're able to put into each of those pieces that you're doing, which is why we typically just one main workout piece of the day, maybe some accessory work that has a specific intention, but it's not just junk volume to make you feel like you got a better workout, which I would argue that's what a lot of that stuff is. No offense to any of those places. That's, if you're going to do something, that's way better than doing nothing. But at CrossFit Spring Hill, we want to maximize the time that you have in the gym and not just give you junk volume to make you feel like you're getting a better workout. So prioritize these heavy days. It's going to increase your top end strength, and it's why people who even have been doing CrossFit for a long time, have been lifting for a long time, still hit PRs at CrossFit Spring Hill, because we do these heavy days. We don't have to do specific strength cycles and linear progressions. and people are still hitting PRs. I'm thinking of people who've been CrossFitting and lifting a long time. Brian Jacobson just PR'd his back squat the other day. I know Javier PR'd his snatch a little while ago. Nicole PR'd her back squat. I've PR'd lifts pretty regularly, and I've been doing it for 8 years. And I know there's lots of others too. And of course, when you first start, you're going to be PRing all kinds of stuff. But and some of those people are people who have come from programs that are a lot more volume, and maybe they've plateaued, and then they come here and they actually start hitting PRs again. So it's very intentional, and it's really important. And give them the full attention they deserve and enjoy it, because you get to lift and then rest and hang out and chat and maybe sip some coffee. But yeah, spend a little more time dialing in technique on these days. Make sure you're moving well and ready to lift as heavy as possible and increase your strength. All right. All right. I'm going to be gone for a few days, so I'll see you guys next week. Enjoy the week. Enjoy tomorrow's heavy day, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.